Hello there, my name is Mark Wills. I am the largest signing agent coach in America, and every single Monday I jump on with hundreds of signing agents across this country to help them build bigger and better notary loan signing agent businesses. What's up, girl?
Hey, good morning. Good afternoon. Yes.
Yeah, guys, I like your heads up. What's going on? Tell everybody your name, where you're from, and let's have a conversation.
Okay, so my name is Trini. I'm from
Love it.
California. I just have a
Go.
quick question. I do, I'm a loan signing agent part-time.
Okay.
And so my question is, right now, all of my work is through like SnapDocs,
Yeah.
etc. So is it appropriate to like ask them to like list me as a preferred notary? I know a couple of agencies I've worked with have already done it, but is it appropriate to ask them? And do you make a phone call? Do you do it through the chat? I guess that's my, like, I just don't want to step on any toes.
Yeah. Hey, are you good at what you do?
I am.
Let me say it one more time. Are you good at what you do?
I'm great at what I do.
Then why shouldn't you ask me Mark preferred? Did you see my mindset I'm trying to get you on? So the answer is yes. Like 100% it is. Like if you're good at what you do, you should 100% be like, hey, I'm good at what I do. Let's mark me preferred. Now, let me give you a little bit of a script. You ready for a script? I would make a phone call. Okay. Always a phone call, email, phone. We're a human to human business. Make it human. Okay. But here's the script. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. I just did your closing last night. This is the next day, not the same day. I did your closing last night. I'm just calling to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Oh, I didn't make any mistakes. That's crazy. Oh, well, I just want you to know that's the level of service you should always expect from me. And I'd love to be one of your preferred notaries.
Okay.
That makes sense. So what did I teach you to do there? They sold themselves on you by you asking that question.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah. If on the platform was the appropriate place to do
it. Well, girl, so it sounds like you're not one of my students, which is cool. But what I tell every student is this, is like, that is just your insecurity speaking. It is appropriate anywhere. Platform, email, phone call. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like when all you're doing is feeling a little insecure, and that's why I start off the conversation, are you good at what you do? I'm trying to break through that insecurity. Like, you know you're good. The only reason you're asking yourself that is because you're not believing yourself quite enough. That's why I started off with, do you know you're a good signing agent? Because when those voices pop in, it's just you doing, it's you trying to protect that part of you. Is like, well, I'm not sure. No, girl, it's always a good time to ask me Mark preferred. Always.
Well, and it may be a little bit, of insecurity because I don't do this as much as I would like to. Like I said, I have a full-time.
Yeah. No, I got you, girl. I got you. Yeah, it's very normal.
Because
it's very normal.
We can't reach out to like the loan officers, right? Because those are their clients, or like.
No, the answer is no. Let me tell you what I told my man Frederick. I would get a coach, girl. I would, if you were one of my students, I'd be like, I got scripts on scripts on scripts.
I'm one of your students. I need to go through.
Okay, go through the course. Okay, because look, let me just stop right there. Okay, I love this. I love this conversation. First off, girl, that's what I'm saying. LSS Nation. Okay, but here's one thing. Have we ever finished a book? Have you ever finished a book and it was like, what was in chapter 1?
Yes.
Yeah, but did you read chapter 1? Of course you did. And the reason why we forgot what's in chapter 1 is because we are forgetting that repetition is the mother of learning. So I would encourage you, when you're driving to work, just turn the course on, girl. You know what I mean? Before you go to bed, just you just kind of use it as background. It's like, I am all about podcasts. It's on 24/7. I'm always learning. So my coaching to you, and I hope everyone's hearing this, is like, a lot of these questions have you just kind of had on as background noise, because you get access to the course forever. Like, it's always yours. So you should just be listening to it on repeat, but because a lot of these concerns would be squashed if you just kind of have the course replaying. And so it's not that you didn't finish the course, it's just that we can only remember so much at one time. Right. So if you have the course forever. And so remember, because I give you scripts in the course, it's just sometimes all we need is a refresher, like, oh my God, I totally remember that.
Yeah.
But it's you not falling back into the opportunity to just remember that repetition's the mother of learning. And then you just turn the course is mobile friendly. So just hit play on your cell phone. You know what I mean? Like when you're at the gym, just hit play, just use the mobile, the website, which is mobile friendly, and just watch and hear the course in the background. But yes, part-time, full-time, it doesn't matter. Like it has to be marked preferred. And if you want the real ninja trick, all right, the real ninja trick is asked to be pre-assigned to their next signing.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
that's when they put your name on the. Okay,
the
got it.
next order. But girl, keep going through the course over and over. There's gonna be moments of like, dude, Mark, I didn't hear that the first time. You know what I mean?
What? I'm sorry.
There's going to be moments when you re-listen to the course that you're going to be like, I didn't hear that the first time, because there's so much information.
Yeah.
Or sometimes we think about something else, like your kid walks in, you're like, oh my God, then you get back to the course and you miss something unintentionally. So just go back to the course player, rewatch it. But I'm always here for you. But I just wanted you to know that I can be here for you, even not on the Mondays, because you can just be listening to the course in the background. Does that make
Right.
sense? But yes, asked to be marked preferred, asked to be pre-assigned. The phone call is the best way, but it doesn't hurt to do it on the requests, the portal, or via email. Okay. But person to person is always the best. And the hack is what I just taught you. The next day, follow up. Because honestly, if I can be honest with you and every student here, the fact that you're not following up actually hurts me. Because as your coach, the first thing I teach you to do is care. So if you truly cared, why aren't you asking them if you missed anything? You're waiting for the phone call that something so bad happened that they need to call you.
Well, I follow up, but through the platform, because they do ask for scan backs, and then they'll clear the scan backs, and they're like, okay, you can, and then of course I thank them and all of that, but I have not made calls
I
out.
want
So
you to do that. Why do I want you to do that? Let's do some coaching. Why do I want you to do that?
because you're making a connection with them. They're getting.
Boom. And that's how you become the preferred every single time. You're making the connection. The connection, you nailed it. You get it. You're thinking a text message on a portal when they receive 18 different messages on the portal from 18 different notaries, that you're thinking you get remembered when other 18 notaries send the same text.
Right.
But how many notaries are being active in making a connection? That's the loan signing way. And so if you
Got it.
want that, just be a human. Remember, we're human business. The scheduler is also a human. Say it in person. Thank you so much. They get 14 thank you texts a day. Like you're not any different.
Right.
But you are different if you take that one extra step. That's what I teach you guys. Make the connection. Show the scheduler you care. Show the owner you care. Because, girl, you and 12 other notaries said thank you through the portal yesterday.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Needed this kick in the
I
butt.
got
Thank you.
you. So I got a coach. Keep going and jumping every Monday. And then, by the way, listen to the course on repeat. I got you. Okay.
I will. Yeah, no, I definitely need to do that. It's funny when you were talking about only a certain percent of people pass it the first time. And I did. I was one of those 20%, but because I lived it, I was hearing it 24/7 all the time before I took the test. And that's the difference. So I need to go back to that.
Okay. That's what I'm here for. But I'm every Monday. I'm on here to give those kick in the butts if you need them. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Go get it. Bye. Oh
Bye.
my gosh, she is a signing agent part-time over her full-time job. Let's go. What's up?
Hey, Mark.
How are you,
Hi.
girl? What up? What up?
So I need a little
Okay,
motivation from you.
got
I
you.
bought your course, and I'm like 90% through,
Yeah.
but I put it down and I have not.
Mm,
I seem like I lost my motivation. I had to actually start working. So I was like, I need to get some things in place
yeah.
in order to really effectively
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
And so I had started working after being out on disability for years,
Okay.
like 9 years.
Okay.
And I was so motivated to do it. I got,
Yeah.
passed the
Yeah.
test, NNA
Yeah.
certified, and everything. But then I put it down and I haven't
Yeah.
resumed and completed it. So I need to really get back in the game, and I need a little
I,
push.
I got
Like
you,
it's killing me,
girl.
the guilt and just the fact that it's almost like a year from the date that I
Mhm.
bought the course.
Okay, so let's talk about. First thing I want to say is I love you so much because you're so vulnerable. Like I appreciate the vulnerability. I sure you're not the only person who's doing the same thing, having the same feelings, and so I just want to say thank you for being so open and honest. And so let me walk you through that. Okay, a lot of times people. So let me just say one thing: life, right? And so when we get through the discouragement of lifing,
Hmm.
like, I mean, girl, I'm going through some stuff in the background that I wish no one would have to go through. But the difference isn't, how, the difference is it does things happen is how we react to things that happen, right? And so it's cliche, but the truth. Okay. So, but let me just say something real quick to you, and maybe someone else this might resonate with.
Okay.
A lot of people think procrastination is because we just don't see things to the end. But procrastination really is our avoidance of doing something that we're unsure about. And so what happens instead of dealing with the uncertainty, we just avoid it. And so what I'm going to ask, when we get a little bit of deep, I'm going to get deep here, is sometimes when we start a new business, we're actually more afraid of failing, what other people are going to think, how I'm going to feel if I fail. And so what's really happening, I think, and I could be wrong, is in the back, you're like, well, I don't have all these things. I've never done this business. And you're almost of this insecurity of, if I would rather not do it than actually fail. And that is what prevents some of us. And so procrastination is actually the avoidance usually of failure than anything else. And so I ask you, like, if it's afraid of doing something new, then what you have to tell yourself is like the only way to grow is by staying uncomfortable. And we can't get where we want to go if we aren't willing to do the things that we've never done. And so it's the moment that I just think you have to ask yourself, or at least just have a moment of like, if I want to get here, I have to do something different. And what I tell every student is this, is one of the biggest emails that I get is, Mark, I don't feel ready. ... Insert, I don't feel ready to do my first signing. I don't feel ready to go get business. I don't feel ready to put my name into signing services. Whatever it is, I don't feel ready. Can you relate to that at any chance a little bit?
Well, I'm definitely not ready, not completing the course.
Okay, okay, I love it. So, a lot of times we use this self-talk, I don't feel ready. So here's the bad news. You will never feel ready. Why
Sure.
though? Why is the question. And it's because ready isn't a feeling. Like, can somebody tell me what ready feels like? You're like, oh, snap, that's that feeling right there. You're like, you don't wake up like ready, right? Because what ready is a decision. That's what ready is.
Ready is
A
a
decision.
decision.
It's a
Okay.
moment you decide I'm going to do this scared.
Hmm.
It's a moment I decide that I'm going to go into the uncertain. So ready isn't a feeling, it's a decision. So my point of saying that to you is you just got to decide that I'm going to jump in with 2 feet in this business, period. Because in order for, like, what we have to relate to too is when we feel nervous, we think that's a bad thing. When we feel scared, we feel like that's a bad thing. I would like you to reframe that and be like, oh, I'm growing. Oh, this is opportunity. So I would just coach you on like just reaffirming this is what you want to do. Okay. And I love, you see all the comments, by the way. I need to hear this too. Like, so you're not alone. So thank you for like saying all of this, right? Because everyone can relate. And that's why I said I love you for your vulnerability. But
Thank
my
you.
point is, you just got to make a decision
Yeah.
that I'm going to
I
live with the results.
do. The guilt has been killing me. Like it really has, because I also had a title company reach out to me when I first started, and I couldn't sign up. I didn't like I said, I didn't even have the printer, and I was like, how am I going to sign up with these people? I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And I never reached back to her.
Well, and then it's because, well, here's the crazy part. When you work with Title Girl, they print the docs for you. And so here's a moment I want you
I didn't even have a car.
yeah. And here's the moment I want. One of our best students used to do this by bus. True
I,
story.
always wanted to ask you that. Like, do you really think it's possible to do it via public transportation?
Well, the short answer is if you have enough time to get there, right? So the answer is yes. But I would
Yeah.
argue you can't take a last minute signing in 30 minutes, but like if it's 1 o'clock and you got a 5, we literally have family members who've taken the bus to get to appointments. We've had family members who have asked their family to take them their first few signings. So we've definitely had family members figure it out. Now, I would just end with this is you just got to recommit. That's it.
I have
You
to commit. I
you
have to
just got
recommit.
to you got to and realize that like, and here's my biggest moment for everybody watching is for things to change you have to change. And that's what we don't understand is a lot of times we want different results but we aren't willing to do different things. Did that land? It's like people who want to lose weight, they're like, I want to lose weight, but they're still eating pizza 3 days a week. You can't have both, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be like, Mark, I want to change my income but not do the things that change your income. That's you just being on a treadmill. You know what I mean? And so it's a moment, and that's why you got a coach, girl. I got you. But it's a moment where you just got to talk it out with somebody and be like, hey, okay, like I got to recommit, and I got to understand that the only way for me to get here, and here's the truth, by the way, okay, you may not be able to take those signings, but the universe has this weird way of working that when you put all your effort and intention towards something, everything just kind of opens up.
Mhm.
It just really getting you on the boat of moving towards your notary business,
Mhm.
doing it scared. And by the way, maybe you can't get to the appointments, but I promise you something good's going to happen from this intentional effort of building your business. So I would go back and talk to that title company, see what comes of it. And frankly, maybe nothing. But when
Yeah.
one door closes, usually others open if you're putting the work and effort and determination towards that goal. So that help? That does that help at all?
Yes, it does, definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm back in it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, look, literally 8 people are like, I'm scared. I'm doing it too. It's really realizing that sometimes our roadblocks are purposeful, unintentional roadblocks. Like we don't realize we're doing it, but we're really doing it because we're scared of the result.
Yeah.
And remember, failure is not the opposite of success because failure is part of success. What the opposite of success
Not trying.
is doing nothing. That's right. That's
Mhm.
the opposite of success. It's not failure. People are scared to fail. I'm like, no, you should be scared of not doing anything. Because
Yeah.
without that, because failures are a learning lesson. And so you can do it. Girl, I'm so glad you're back. You know I'm here every Monday. If I got to talk to you every Monday, I will talk to you every Monday.
Yes.
But let's get back.
Thank you.
I'm in your
And that's the
corner.
feeling I've been having is like I'm like I said to myself, like I feel like I'm failing, and I feel like I'm failing because I haven't been trying.
Mhm.
Like I didn't feel that way when I
Yeah.
was doing the course and mentally preparing myself. But now I feel like I'm failing because I put it down and I haven't picked it back up again.
Okay, I'm going to end with
So I got
this.
to get
Okay,
out of the failing state and get back into the trying and making
I'm going to
progress.
end with this. I hope this lands. The
Yes.
biggest thing we have to do as a human is to give ourselves grace. You didn't fail. Don't feel guilty. There's moments you got. I mean, I'm a parent. My son's a little young. I beat myself up all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I just shouldn't have yelled at him. I shouldn't have done that. But my point is, I have to remind myself of this too. Because in that moment, I'm like, oh, I got to give myself grace. I'm doing the best I can. Life's no one's fault. But what your job is not to let the guilt happen because at that moment you feel guilty. You got to be like, girl, as you talking to yourself, like, I got to be kind to me because
Mhm.
life's. And like sometimes, like I said, my biggest thing and my biggest insecurity is I didn't really have a father to model. And so I almost sometimes question if I'm being the right father to my son because I don't know what that is. But I'm doing the best I can. And I have to remind myself of that, right? Like I'm doing the best I can with the tools that I have. And so I got to give myself grace all the time in the parenting department. My point is maybe you give yourself grace in this department because it's not your fault. It's just life,
Mhm.
and so give yourself grace. If we can all be a little more graceful with ourselves, it's amazing how much more we can accomplish. I get back up, I make a mistake with my son. I'm like, oh my gosh, and you know what? I do better the next. And so that's what you got to do with yourself. So let go of the
Yes.
guilt. Give yourself grace. It's no one's fault that we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Life, man. You know what I mean?
We're here
It's
and we just
we,
move
we
forward.
do we do the best that we can.
We do it. Yeah, we do the
And
best we can.
when you really internalize that, that's when grace happens naturally.
Yeah.
Like when I sit back and I reflect on what I get that moment I had with my son, because that's my biggest insecurity is being a parent. Is I go, dude, I'm doing the best I freaking can, and I keep telling myself that, and that's when grace happens. For me personally, it's reminding myself I'm doing the best I can with the cards that I'm dealt. I'm not going to blame anybody that I had no dad, no blame anybody that I was adopted. Like it just life. So at those moments, I realized like I just gotta give myself grace and do the next thing. Because what we can't do is, in the way when I really say this, because a lot of us allow guilt to turn into a victim mentality. We
Yeah.
can't, because the moment you're a victim, dude, it's so tough to take the next step. And I say that by the way, is because I used to be that. You know, like I was adopted, I was given up, I was in foster care. Like I had to give myself grace on that. I got to quit beating myself up. And so I want to let you know that I've been there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is to just remind yourself you're doing the best you can with the tools that you got. Give yourself grace and then keep moving forward and never play victim. You're the victor, girl. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for
Here,
everything.
every Monday. You
Yes.
need this pep talk every
I
Monday. I
know.
got
I
you.
know. Listen, I bought the course a year ago, so I know I've been in plenty of these meetings. I just never logged on.
All right. I'm here. All right. Go get them.
Thanks,
Bye.
Mark. Take
Oh
care.
my gosh, I hope everyone got some value. I get value out of it. Like I was having like a therapeutic moment with myself right there. And so I just want to say I love you. Thank you for being so vulnerable. Yes, but you know, look, I'm gonna end with this before I get to the next student. I see you. Pedal, I see you. Let me just kind of unpack there. I think my biggest takeaway from that conversation is we have to give ourselves grace. You have to. Because at the end of the day, like life's what's going to happen is going to happen. And our job is to understand that we're doing the best we can with the tools that we got. And when you really can process that, then you keep moving forward. You're not the victim, you're a victor. Okay, you got to turn your trauma into triumph. I know you can do this. I know you're built for this. It's time for you to give yourself grace and go to the next level. Let's go. How's everybody doing? My name is Mark Wills. I am so excited to be here, man. Every single Monday, I do my best to jump on and help people build their notary, loan signing, agent businesses. For more information, click the link in my bio. If you're not an LSS student, I would love to. If not, I'm just here to root you on.
Okay, can you
Boom.
see me now?
I can see you looking all beautiful, girl. I see
I'm
you. Okay, so tell everybody where you're from and let's have a conversation.
I'm from Keystone Heights, Florida. I'm in this on again, off again roller coaster,
Mm,
and I am, trying. I have where I am. There are several clusters of
uh,
title companies that
uh,
I'm getting ready to go and meet with. Um, I'm
Let me
trying.
ask you this
I'm
question. Let me
getting.
ask you this question.
Mhm.
Ask you a question. So,
Okay.
how many? So, have you done a signing? Sound like you may have done a few signings. Where are we at in our
I
journey?
have because I've been on this since 22.
Love it. Okay, okay. So hold on.
2020,
How
yeah.
many
And I
signings do you
reached,
think? How many signings do you think you've done since 2022? More or less. Give me a round number.
I would say
More or less.
maybe
50, 100.
over about 100.
Okay, cool.
And
So let me ask you this question, Pedal. Okay, let me ask you this
mhm,
question. You ready?
yeah,
Okay. Can you do an error-free loan signing? Yes or no?
yeah,
Let me ask you
yes,
one more time. Can you do an error-free loan signing? Yes or no? That's
yes,
what I'm saying. So the reason I had you say that is I want to remind you that you know you're good at what you do.
yes,
So sometimes we're on a roller coaster because we kind of roller coaster with our emotions. You know, we have good days, we have bad days. But what I want at the front of at the forefront is like, I know I'm good at what I do. When you
yeah,
truly believe that, then you want to tell the world on that cluster of title companies. And so what I'm
mhm,
trying to coach you in is getting your self-belief back to where I know it is. Because girl, I want you to the point where you feel like you're being rude, not marketing.
Yeah.
Did that land? Did that land?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I believe in myself as a notary coach that I am doing injustice to the next notary if they don't know I can help them. Like in my bones. So therefore, I don't feel like I'm marketing. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
helping. So the coaching I'm trying to give you is the same thing. When I remind you, can you do an error-free signing? And you yelled yes, say that every day, because when you realize that in here, you can't see me, but in your heart, then
Yes.
you will go to that cluster. So sometimes what we do is we let kind of our momentum go with our emotions. We have good, we have bad days, lives. I get it. Just like I was helping our other student. But your
Yeah.
job, what gets you kind of above that emotional roller coaster, is remembering you're really good at what you do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you one more time. Can you do an error-free signing?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So my point is, if you let that be at the
Yeah.
forefront, then you're going to get inspired to go tell the title
Yeah.
companies. And you're almost forgetting how great you are. And so therefore then you let your emotions kind of dictate your mindset versus like, no, dude, I've done 100 freaking closings in 2 years. Like I can knock out an error-free signing. I will drive wherever they need me to go. Like, you've gone above and beyond for your previous clients. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't you go above and beyond for your future client? You would. The problem is you're just not making that
Yeah.
bridge mentally. Okay.
I've driven 3 hours one time to a
So
closing.
don't you believe the people in your town need that level of service?
Yes.
That's my point. Like girl, I'd walk in and I would share that story.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look, I'm gonna give you some advice here. Okay. I want everyone to hear me this. Okay.
Okay.
You're my veteran signing agent. So I'm speaking to the veteran signing agents on the call right now. Here's what you do is facts tell, stories sell. Let me say that one more time. Facts tell, stories sell. So when you're a new signing agent, you got to share the facts. I don't miss signatures. I don't miss dates. I have all these certifications. Those are facts. Stories are like, hey, I'm pedal. For some of my clients, I travel 3 hours one way. Well, no, you got stories that cement your greatness. Does that make sense? My
Yeah.
new signing agents need a spew facts. I'm loan signing system certified. I'm NNA certified. I know where signatures, those are facts. What you have that
Mhm.
they don't have is stories. You have stories of how you've been above and beyond for your previous clients. Did that land?
Yeah.
So what do you say with the title company? All you do is share your stories. And they're gonna be like, yo, you traveled 3 hours and you didn't charge an extra dime? No, because that's the level of service I provide.
Yes.
You have stories that can sell your product, which is you. So what I would tell you to do is literally at the
Hmm.
end of this, write down all these amazing customer service things you've done for your previous clients. Travel
Okay.
3 hours, done a signing in 15 minutes when there was no heads up, reprinted loan docs, didn't charge them a dime for a re-sign. And that's what you say when you go into the title company. Just
Yeah.
share your stories like, hey, I'm Pedal. I've been doing this for 2 years. Here's some things I've done for my previous clients. Bam, 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 bam. Does that make sense?
Yes. Last month I had dropped off a package at the FedEx, drop off location. And for some reason, the title company didn't get a confirmation that it was scanned. So I'm on my way to another closing, and they said, "Did you drop the package off?" And I said, "Yes, I did." Blah blah blah. And they hadn't received it. So when I got through with the closing, I called I did the drop off at the other place, and they gave me the number for that one. And I called them, and the package was still. This was the next day. It was still there, had not been picked up, and it was supposed to be
And what did you
delivered the next
do? What
day.
did you do?
So what did I do? Because where I live, I have to travel like at least 20-25 miles to either direction. So it was like 50 miles to go to the other location. I drove over there. I told them to pull the package out. I went back, picked it up myself, and drove an additional 100
Girl,
miles and
girl, let me
dropped it
ask
off
you this,
at their
okay?
place.
Do the title clients near you deserve that level of service?
Yeah, they
Then
do.
what are you
They got
waiting
to
for?
call me.
What are you waiting for? Do you see what I'm trying to inspire you to do?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you right now. I own a signing service.
Mm-hmm.
I would be out of my mind if I didn't know a signing agent as good as you working for me. So my point is, they need to hear these stories. Remember,
Yes.
facts tell. What's the second part?
Story sells.
Facts tell, story sells. So all you got to do is share that story. They're gonna be like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, you did that? Yeah!" And then you
Yep.
tell those stories enough, they're gonna want to give you an opportunity because all people want to do is work with the best. Are you the best?
I am the best.
Let me say it one more time. Are you the best?
I
Let's
am the best.
go.
Thank you.
All
For
right. So just
you.
remember this conversation. Watch it on replay.
Yes.
Remind yourself that you're the best. Remind yourself you can do air freeze. Remind yourself of the story you just told me.
Yeah.
And then let yourself go and then make the bridge of like, this is why I need to go let them know I'm available for their signings.
Yes.
I have not had a notary do what you've done. And I would love the opportunity to work with someone as committed as you. I'm being dead serious. But
Thank you.
you're not giving the title companies the opportunity to work with you because you aren't making the bridge that you're the best. And you are. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
I mean,
Thank you
look,
so
I'm
much.
going to end with this. Someone just wrote here, what's your name? That's an amazing story. I'd love to make you preferred with our signing service. Like, like, do you
Ah,
understand the power? But do you understand the power of your story?
yes.
Everyone who's a veteran signing agent, stop telling them you miss signature. You don't miss signatures. Share the stories. Facts tell.
Yes.
Stories what? Let's
Sales.
go. I'm out of
All
here, girl. Go get them.
righty. Thank you.
What a
Bye-bye.
great
Thank you so much.
conversation. I hope everybody heard that. Facts tell, stories sell. The more you let your future clients know of all the greatness you've done before today, like the real stories of what she said. They didn't scan it in FedEx. I took it out of FedEx and I drove to a title company. Like, what? Like, what? So your job, whether you're a signing service owner or a signing agent, just share stories of your great customer service and everything goes to the next level. What's going on, Impact Culture 20?
Hey, how you
How you
doing?
doing, brother? What's your name?
Good, Fred Clark,
Fred Clark, Mark Wills. Where are you from, Fred?
from Houston,
All
Texas.
right, Texas in the house. Talk to me. What can I help you with today?
Hey, I'm actually just getting started. I've been in the bank channel for about 15, 20
Okay.
years, and I've been a notary, and so I left the bank, and now just looking to get started with that. I need to. What's the
Okay.
first step?
So, are you a student? Yes, yay, nay?
Uh,
No. Okay. That's a no.
I don't know.
All
Okay.
good, dog. All good. All good. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to give you kind of a very technical first step, and then I'm going to give you a holistic first step. Make sense?
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
First step, notary commission. Sounds like you have that. Second step is you got to learn the 5 loan signings you're going to see at a signing with the borrower. Ready for those 5?
Yeah,
Purchase, refinance, seller package,
yeah,
home equity line of credit, and reverse mortgage.
yeah,
Once you learn those 5, then you're ready to sit down with the borrower. Third step, sign up with the big signing agent platforms. The 3 big signing agent platforms are SnapDocs, Signing Order, Notary.
SnapDocs.
SnapDocs, one word, SNAPDOCS.com. Number 2 is signingorder.com. Number 3 is notary-.com. Okay. Those are the big 3. And the second one, and the bonus 4th one is Notary Cafe. Big 4. Okay.
Okay.
Once you get done with those, I want you to Google Signing Services Texas. Now, I don't know where you are in your learning curve, but signing services use signing platforms, the big 4 I just gave you, to find notaries. What a lot of notaries don't do is just sign up with the signing services directly so they don't need to go through a database to find you. Did that make sense? So,
Okay.
what you do is just Google Signing Services Texas, Signing Services California, Signing Services Florida. Get all those, sign up directly with those. Those are the big 3 states. Most signing services are in those states, but don't be afraid to, do signing services, Oklahoma, whatever. Now,
Okay.
That is the last step you do is you start filling out your warm market. You know you're in banking. So who are the realtors that you know? Who are the
Okay.
lenders that you know? Who are the title companies that you know? Everyone knows realtors. Realtors can give signing agents their signings. So if you're like, dude, I know 6 realtors, like you're off to the races. Because all you got to
Okay.
do is be like, hey, I'm moving over from banking into being a notary signing agent, and then tell them why they should use you. So realtors are the most unused place to get loan signings for signing agents.
Okay.
So make a list. Okay. Now, remember, realtors know lenders, realtors know title companies. So just make sure you're working through their warm market too to get you leads. Does that make sense?
It does.
I'm going to end with this. Signing services take 60% of your fee. So you want to try to get the direct business. That's working with the realtors, lenders, and escrow companies because you keep 100% of it. Make
Got it.
sense? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
'cause
What do you say?
yeah, I actually have an appointment, some lunch with a title company on tomorrow
You're golden,
from
dog.
just one
You're
of my
golden.
contacts.
Yeah, you're golden. So I gave you the plan. Now, so that is the technical steps. So hopefully I gave you some value on the technical steps. Okay,
Yes,
perfect. Here's the holistic steps, my man. Do you have any children? Okay.
I do. Two,
Uh,
two.
when one of your kids was playing soccer, what's the first thing you did for your kid who played soccer? Got them what?
Got got him the uniform.
You got them a soccer coach, right?
Okay.
One of your kids wanted to play baseball. What's the first thing you did? Got them a what? Got a
Got it. A
baseball
coach.
coach. Here's the crazy part. We become adults. You want to get in something, but we don't get ourselves coaches. So my last holistic conversation is I am not the only signing agent training coach out there. There's a handful
Okay.
of us. But what I would tell you to do, man, is find one that resonates because why? Like tomorrow, you're going to have a conversation with a title company. You can find someone who's had millions of those to tell you what not to say. So I don't want to be a salesman on this call, but your job is my opinion is to find a coach. The best thing you can buy is someone's experience. That's why when your kid wanted to play karate, you got them a karate coach. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so get yourself a signing agent coach, man.
Okay.
There's a handful of us. And like, if you wanted more information on me, click the link in my bio. But like every objection you could hear, I have heard.
Got it.
And I would just give you the sheet on objection. So I don't want it to be a big sales pitch. I'm here to
No, I
help.
get.
Hopefully I gave you some value on the front end here, what to do. The
Yeah.
holistic advice I would tell you is just find a coach so you don't need to go through this by yourself, bro. There's no need that you
Got it.
need it. You're gonna have objections tomorrow. You're gonna be like, yo, who can I ask on how to overcome that? And that'd be like someone like me, man. But I gave you the steps. The 5, when they ask you tomorrow, the 5 closings you should be familiar. Like, yeah, I know reverses, purchases, HELOCs, sellers. They're going
Yeah.
to ask you these questions, so make sure that you can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
The great thing is I've worked with her with signings in the past when I was on the banking side,
that's right.
commercial,
Yeah.
HELOC. So that that helps as well. So just click on the bio. That way I can
Yeah.
get some more information
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Right. No
Okay.
matter what direction you go, man, I'm rooting for you. I hope you know that, brother.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Have a good
Appreciate it. Thank you so
one.
much.
Bye. I hope everyone
You
got
too.
that information. My man Frederick. Rewatch that. I broke down exactly the steps you need to do to get your first closing. Let's keep this bad boy going. What's going on, Prizzle 58?
Hi,
How are you? Wherever you're at, it looks like it's beautiful outside. I'm like jealous.
California.
Oh, get it, girl. All right. Tell everybody your name and let's have a conversation.
Trish.
Trish, talk to
Okay,
me.
so I'm in your class right now. I've done it like 3 times and I took the test and I only got to 87%. I don't know what I'm doing
Okay.
wrong.
First off, don't give up. Let's go. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't give up. Next two, I'm going to help you, but I just want to give you some mindset. Okay. Only 20% of students pass it on the first time.
Oh,
It is meant to be tough.
yeah.
Okay. So it's meant because if I can be honest with you, Trish, can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I wish I could make you do 100% because you want to know why?
What?
If you get a 90% at a signing, guess who doesn't get business anymore? So
Right.
I'm over testing you. Like, so the stuff in the course is above and beyond what you need in the field. So the first thing I want to make sure I'm coaching you on is don't look right there. Will and Cherry Vogels took me 3 times.
Okay.
See, you're not like, so I love that you are talking through it because you're not the only one. All right.
Okay.
It is meant to be difficult because I want to make sure you make the most money. So don't give up, stay the course. A lot of those questions are trick questions.
Yes.
Okay. So if you know their trick, slow down and be like, do process of elimination. Like, I know that's not the answer. I know that's not, okay, what are these two? So just give yourself some grace. That's the theme of today is give yourself some grace. It's meant to be difficult. Because you haven't got it on the 3rd time doesn't mean you're not cut out for the business. I overtrain. Okay.
Okay.
I overtrain. Someone just said it took 2 times. Like, you're not alone.
Okay.
All right. So the biggest thing I want to make sure you're not connecting is, oh, I'm not built for this business. No. Your coach, me, crazy man, wants to make it so tough that when you pass, you're like, oh, I can do this job. Okay.
Okay.
Danielle Michelle right now just said it took her 3 times too.
Okay.
So
I feel better, I guess.
yes, see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you're good. I do it on purpose. But look, 10 of the 40 questions are meant to be tricky.
Whew.
So my bet is that you're only missing the trick questions, not the questions that are pretty cut and dry to being a signing agent.
Right.
But I want you to get tested so you know you're ready. Okay. So stay the course. All right.
Okay.
And remember, like, just do process of elimination on them. You know, like, it can't be that answer. Can't
Yeah.
be that answer. And then do the other 2. Okay. So if you ever have a test question that you know you absolutely got right, email me and I'll give you a little bit of hints.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that you're tested. But you're in the right spot. Don't give up. Keep going.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Go
Thank
get them.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God. Yes. Any other people taking the test right now, the LSS certification? I meant that thing to be tough because I wanted you to be the best of the best out there. So don't give up on it. Oh, there's no one else who wants to jump in. So I guess there's no one else who needs any coaching. I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a little part of your notary signing agent journey. My name is Mark. If you have any questions about becoming a loan signing agent, click the link in the bio, DM me. I will help you. For everybody else, just thank you so much for allowing me to be a small part about your business and your day. Keep going. I love you. Let's go.